What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Like always, y'all already know. Today we're just gonna drive to the park, same one I was last time. Just talk, read the Bible, whatever it is. But I'll take you guys with me on the way to the park and on the way back, just so y'all get a little bit more content of me in the car. So I'll put on the camera right now. Don't mind this pimple. Don't mind this one. We're good. So I'll put on the camera on the head right now, and I'll see you guys right now. Alright guys, so this is what I have. Water, a Bloom. My girlfriend put me on this one. My Bible, my journal, my keys obviously, and my phone. And let's go. I'll put it on sports mode so y'all can hear it. But I hope y'all have been having a good day. I know some of y'all might be at school right now. You know, if you're at school, I'm not sure if that let y'all use your phones, because I know some schools aren't like doing that no more. Like, you can't use your phones or nothing. But if you can, hey, if you're bored at school, always tap into my videos. Don't worry about it. I guess while I am in the car, I'll talk about something that I was just really honestly wondering. So whoever commented in my last video, it was a guy. He said that, why don't I drive the car? He basically said, oh no, not basically, he literally said that nobody cares about what I talk about, that nobody cares about none of that, to just drive the car how I'm supposed to drive it, and to burn it out and spin it every time I turn and all that. And I know a lot of y'all might be wondering that too, but I'm sure y'all know that my car is not, you know, I daily drive this car. This car isn't I'm not those type of people that just keeps it in the garage or keeps it parked. No, I daily drive the car. But I also have just never been the type of guy to start doing donuts with my car, to start doing burnouts. Why? Because the car is brand new, the tires are brand new. I haven't had a reason to change them. They've lasted me pretty long. So I just have no reason to do that, and I'm also not interested in that type of thing. You know, I have raced the car before, and I like racing, and I will race before. I will race, you know. Like, that's not I'm not saying that like, oh, like I'm just driving it safe. No, I do put my life at risk, and I'm not responsible sometimes. I do drive recklessly sometimes, and I know that. But I am just not into doing that. I'm not into like doing the burnouts. I'm not into going to like the takeovers. I was going to the takeovers. I told you, I was going to the takeovers in the beginning, and I saw how careless some people could be. And I don't know if they have ever told you guys this, but nobody in this world will ever take care of your stuff like you will. Nobody's gonna take care of your stuff. So if something were to happen at that one takeover because I was doing a burnout or because I was spinning it, and something happens, who's gonna pay for it? I am. Not the guy that commented, not the guy that crashed into me. I am. Why? Because they're gonna tell me like, oh, like, you know, like, we're both doing illegal things that we're not supposed to be doing. I can't really call the cops on them. You know, it's either my insurance is gonna take care of it or I'm gonna take care of it. And if my insurance takes care of it, then I'm still taking care of it because my insurance goes up. So like I said, I am just not into that. If you guys are looking for that type of content, you guys will probably never see me do anything like that in this YouTube channel. So I'm sorry. The most I'll do is probably do the launch control. Not right now, because I haven't really, like, to begin with, anything oil change. I have the oil and everything, I just haven't done it. But I honestly I'm not that comfortable with the car yet to be launching it. I like doing road racing, I like doing all that, but I just haven't launched it from a dig or nothing like that. So like I said, if you guys are looking for any content of me going to the takeovers, me going to do burnouts, doing zeros on the road, whatever that, if that's what you want to see, y'all will probably never see that in my channel. Like I said, I'm sorry. I know some of y'all may want to see that, and I know it's a Hellcat. I know that's what the car is supposed to be for, but that's not how I'm gonna treat it. You know, something that I've told my friends ask me, you know, my friends want cool cars, obviously, and sometimes something they always ask me is, you know, like, why do I take care of it so much? You know, I'm always cleaning it, and even then, you know, the hood is scratched. I have my scratches on the car already. Why? Because like I said, I drive recklessly sometimes. It's not a garage princess, you know. I drive the car, I drive it how it's supposed to be driven, but I'm just not gonna waste my tires and worn out the car, the brand new car. I'm not gonna wear it out just because someone wants to see that. That's just not what I'm gonna do. But anyways, I always tell them You know, if you respect the car and you take care of the car is gonna respect you and take care of you as well. And that's, I know it sounds a little bit weird, because I know you are gonna be like, oh, the car is not a, what's it called? It's not a human. But it really, like, it really does. That really is how it works. You know, if you take care of the car, you service it when it has to be serviced, you do the things that you have to do to it, the car is gonna take care of you. So yeah, whoever commented that, honestly, I don't know, like, well, that's really my answer to you. I know I shouldn't even be answering you. I mean, it's just a comment, but that is my answer to you. And like I said, I really don't care about how you feel about my car, or what you think about my car, or how you think you should be driving it, because it's not your car. And if you have a Hellcat and that's how you drive it, then good for you. And if you don't have a Hellcat and you're telling me how to drive my Hellcat, then honestly, who is really the loser, me or you? And like I said, this is not me. I'm not the type of person to judge nobody. I'm not like, I'm sorry I called you a loser, but that comment was just so dumb. Because it's just like, bro, like, what do you mean nobody cares about what I talk about? If you don't care what I talk about, then don't watch the video. It's that easy. But some people in this channel and that view these videos do care about what I am talking about. So just log out the video. You know, I'm not gonna be spinning my car, and you're not gonna be spinning my car. Why? Because it's not your car. You're not gonna have a car. If that's another thing. You know, I've said this before in past videos. God gives you what he knows you can handle, and it goes with bad things and good things. He's not gonna give you a battle that he knows is gonna break you and cause you to kill yourself or do anything like that. He's not gonna give you a battle that he doesn't know you, he's not gonna give you a battle that he knows you can handle, that he knows you can't handle, if that makes sense. He's not gonna put your life at risk. He's not gonna give you something that takes you away from him. And it's the same thing with blessings. He's not gonna give you something where he knows you're irresponsible, when he knows you're gonna be putting other people's lives at risk, when he knows that you're gonna be taking advantage of the blessing he gave you. And that's something that I thankfully learned at a young age. So yeah. But you do you, man. You know, like I said, if one day you get a Hellcat, you want to spin it and you want to drive it like that, do it. But when you're paying for the car and when you worked hard for the car, you're not gonna want to treat it bad. Maybe just because you see it online. And that's another thing, like, you guys might see it online and you guys are like, oh, like, why does he drive it so safe? Why does he do this? Why does he do that? When you have your own car, your own truck, whatever it is that you want, you start to realize, like, well, you know what, I'm the one that worked hard for this. Let me take care of it. Let me go wash it. Let me do the maintenance that it has to be. Let me service it when it has to be. You started to think about it like that. Why? Because you worked for it. You worked hard for it. You earned it. And you're not going to just let it go to waste after spending your whole life trying to get to this thing. Whether it's a house, whether it's a car, whatever it is, whether it's a job. You're not going to just put it to waste just because, oh, I want to have fun with it. Like, I understand, but there's ways to have fun with the car. There's ways to have fun with something without being irresponsible, if that makes sense. Like I said, this car is not a passenger princess. This car is not, not a passenger, a garage princess. Like, you know, this car goes out on the road. I drive it hard. I race it. You know, these type of cars are meant to be beat on. But it is also just your preference, you know. I personally don't like the whole takeover thing, the whole spinning it. Why? I don't know. I just never really liked that. Even before this car and even now that I have it, I just never really was into it. And I'm sorry to, well, I'm not sorry, but if you are into that, then that's on you. But I'm just not into it. So that's really all I have to say. I know it's really just a rant. I'm a grown man having a rant about a comment. That's not what I mean. I'm just trying to say, like, basically, I'm just trying to say, like, if that's the type of content you guys are looking for, this is not the content that I'm going to give you. So just close out the video or do whatever you need to do. And that's it, you know. I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate you for giving me a try. And I hope you liked it. And if you didn't, then you didn't. There's nothing to it. There's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing yeah, you know, it's just that. So that's it. I will be getting to the park in a bit, I think, but it should be like somewhere up here. So that side, that's nice. But anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna get to the park, take off the camera for a bit, and read the Bible or do whatever I have to do. And then once I learn something or once I want to speak about something, then I'll let you guys know. And yeah, it's really right here. I almost missed it. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I didn't turn, I probably would have missed it. Hopefully it's not full. I don't think it should be full because, like I said, a lot of y'all are at school right now, and a lot of people that go to this park are like, you know, it's probably in school. But I think that's a restaurant. I'm not sure. I know some people have like ate there, but I hope you guys are having a great day, honestly, you know. Go out. Oh, they took all of my tables, that's crazy. So they took all the tables. That's fine. I'll just find something else. And if I can't find something else, then I'll just talk in the car. But we'll see right now. I'm gonna take my camera off the hat now. What is going on, guys? I'm in the park now. I finally got a chair for a table. I was going through my journal and I found something that it's like this list, and it's basically just two parts. It's how you will be saved and how you are not. So what I mean by that is like things that bring you closer to God, things that make you more holy, things that make you more pure, and things that don't. So what I had put down, now I probably missed a bunch. This was like months ago probably. Let me see when it was. This was Friday, April 4th, 2025. And what I put on how you can be saved, I put grace, faith, working for God, working with God, doing God's work, positive dominion over the world, for God entrusted us with it. That's a good one. Good works which God prepared us for. No, sorry, I can't really understand my handwriting sometimes. Good works which God prepared for us. So that can be holding the door for someone, complimenting someone, whatever it is. You know, God puts you in that situation to do it, do it. If you know that you can be nice to somebody today, be nice to somebody today. Let others see your glory in God. That's a good one too. You know, I talked about this last time. Some people will envy the fact that you believe in God. Some people will envy the fact that you have more faith in God than they do. And that's not right. And all you can do is tell them, you know, everybody can have faith in God. It's really just up to you. At the end of the day, it's up to that individual, whether it's yourself, whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your best friend, your cousin, whatever it is, it's gonna be up to them. You can do whatever you want, but it's gonna be up to them. Offer ourselves as a sacrifice like Jesus. That is, obviously we can't do that, but you can do it in a kind of way where it's like, you know, people in this world always sin, but the good people are always going to be way more than the bad people. Even if that y'all might not agree with that, you know, a good holy person is always going to be more. It's always going to be more. How do I say it? Like, it's always going to be greater than a bad, unholy, sinning person. Because there's no such thing as a bad, unholy, sinning person. It's just a phase that you go through. You know, it's like the quote that says, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So it's really up to you, you know. at the end of the day, the same way sin surrounds us, the holiness surrounds us too. God's grace, God's love surrounds us as well. The same way sin surrounds us. So it's up to you on whatever you want to pick, whatever you want to decide. And it's never too late to be saved. It's never too late to believe in God. It's never too late to give your life to God. Deny yourself and live for God. That's something that everybody struggles with. Deny yourself and live for God. So deny what you want to do. Deny the things that you like, whether it's music, sex, partying, drinking, lust, whatever it is. Deny that and live for God. Because when you live for God, you will have everything. You realize that once you start living for God, He presents you other ways to have fun. And sometimes you have even more fun than the things you were doing that were not for God. And it's a good way to remind yourself, like, you know, at the end of the day, we all belong to God. He gives us free mind, free will to make our own choices, make our own decisions. And at the end of the day, it's up to you what you want to do. Nobody's gonna tell you do this, do that. Because at the end of the day, you know, influence go around everywhere. People are deceitful, all that. I know all that. It happens, but nobody forces you. And even if you have a gun to your head, if you have a knife to your throat, whatever it is, you make the decision at the end of the day. If they tell you to deny God, especially when it comes to sinning, if they want you to sin, I'd rather die before that. You know, you have to love God to the point where you love God more than yourself. You love God more than life, if that makes sense. I'm not saying, I don't know how you guys might interpret it, but I'm just saying, like, you know, always give yourself for God no matter what. Even if it's life, even if your life is at risk, give yourself for God. Never deny God just to save your life. Never deny God just to, I don't know, like, just never do that. You know, always give yourself for God. Deny yourself and live for God. Deny yourself first, never deny God. Now, that's all I put for how you are saved. Like I said, I know there's more. This is an old list. Maybe I'll work on you answer. How you are not. This is how you are not saved. You are not saved by putting it all on you. You can't save yourself. You need God to save yourself. It does start with you, and it does need you to be the one that takes the first step to God. God is always going to be waiting for you. He's always going to send hints to you that He wants you to come back to Him. But it's going to have to be from you, not by our works. Our works do not determine what we are going to be saved. Even if you make $1 billion and you have the best job ever, that is not going to determine if you're saved or not. Why? Because what really determines that is who you are as a person, your character, your motives, your beliefs. You could be broke, you could be rich. It does not matter. What matters is your faith in God, your relationship with God. Not by boasting, boasting or boosting, which is basically, you know, don't be cocky, don't have pride, don't have too much pride in yourself. Don't try to be arrogant, don't try to flex the things that you have. Lust, greed, and working our way to heaven. You can't buy your way to heaven. You can't do good deeds just because you want to go to heaven. It has to come from you. It has to come from God. You have to let God in and be like, you know what? This is the person I am. This is like, for example, like with me. I used to be so cocky. I used to be so prideful, so greedy. Lust is still something that I fight with. But I used to be this way. And I used to flex everything I had. And after a while, I realized, for what? You know, I'm not gaining anything from it. Sure, I might have this character that I have built, and people might see me as this way. People might think I'm whatever it is. Like, you know, yes, I understand that, but for what? At the end of the day, what does that really bring me? It brings me nothing. It does not bring me anything. You know, at the end of the day, it's about being a good person. It's about being a good person. It's about like I said, it's about faith. It's about you believe in God. It's not about how much money you make, where you work, who you work with, who you know, what you know. No, it's about God. It's about giving your life for God, giving everything that you have for God. And that's something that, you know, we all struggle with. To this day, I struggle with it too. I still sin. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming I am perfect. But yeah, that's a list that I have made. Like I said, there's way more things. And don't let my list determine how you are going to be saved and how you're not going to be saved. You know, it's never too late to give yourself up for God. It's never too late to give your life. You know, it's never too late. So don't think it is. If you're sinning right now and you feel lost right now, don't think that's the end of it, because it's not the end of it. You will always, I'm sorry, I'm burping. Excuse me. Yep. You will always find God at the end of the road, whichever road you take. You know, everything in this life leads to God. Whether you take the bad path, the good path, the neutral path, whether you're like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna live for God, but I'm gonna still sin. You know, that's being lukewarm. And it's like, I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok. Well, I saw it on TikTok, but I don't know if y'all know that story where it basically says, like, you know, there's one good side where God is, and then there's one good side where the devil is, and there's a fence in between. And you can't just decide like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just sit on the fence and, you know, dabble a bit in the good, dabble a bit in the bad. No, because at the end of the day, you know who owns that fence? The devil does. So you belong to the devil when you're trying to be lukewarm. And I am a lukewarm. I will agree that. I will admit that I am lukewarm. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I do bad. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what, I did this, I repent, and then I do it again. You know? Sometimes we take advantage of God's forgiveness and His love for us, and we take advantage of it, and it's not fair for Him, and it's not fair for those people who really want to change their life. But God does not see fairness. God sees us as equal. Every single one of us. Does not matter your skin, how tall you are, what you look like, your age. Nothing of that matters. What matters is that God loves all of us equally. He doesn't care if it's fair or unfair, because He's not like that. He is fair with everyone. He gives the same chances to everyone. He gives more chances to the people that need more chances. He gives less chances to the people he gives more chances to the people that need less chances. He's never gonna leave you alone. He's never gonna leave you alone just because you're strong. He's never gonna do that. You know, He's always gonna be with you. Even if you realize that you've reached your peak faith, that you've given up everything that you can, and you live for God 100%, He is gonna be there for you. He's gonna be there for you even more now. And yeah, there might be more things in the journal, so I'll probably just keep looking. I have this other page where it says how I want my house. I described my house, and it's so funny because it's like most of it is just like, I want a big garage. I want like those houses where it's like a big garage, and then like the whole like first floor is just like a garage. One of the corner I want it to be like the shop, like, you know, like so I could work on the cars with the lift. And in the other corner I want it to be a gym. And then the top, you know, some stairs going up, and that's where like my room is, and the restroom, the kitchen, the living room. It's dumb, but there's this other page where I put, life is what you make it, school is what you make it, work is what you make it, relationships are what you make them, friendships are what you make them, opportunities are what you make them. God works in mysterious ways. He puts you in situations, He puts people in your life, He puts you in places, but you have to be the one who decides what you do. You have to do it. Sorry, hold on, let me read that again. I'm telling you, look, this is my handwriting, and I still write like this too, it's crazy. But I put, you have to be the one who decides what to do. You have to do it. Where, when, and why. Those classes you hate going to, that bore you so much, that mentality, closing yourself and not being open to learning, not wanting to give it a second chance, that is what keeps that class boring and unenjoyable. Everything you do, whatever it is, do it for the glory of God. And I remember I wrote this because there was this class that I despised so much. It was calculus, I think. and it was a portable. So I don't know if y'all school has portables, but portables are like classes outside. It's like this little like cube outside that's where the class takes place. And I would go, the class was full of girls, and I sat like in the middle, and I felt so uncomfortable. And there was times where like the AC wouldn't work, and I would just like, I would hate that class so much. And I realized that it's because I never actually opened my mind to it. You know, I never actually like, you know what, let me pull out a pen, let me pull out a pencil, let me do my notes, let me just forget about the place where I'm at, just focus on actually learning. And I did that, and the time went by so quick. Like, I despised that class so much, and it just went by so quick. And I did that for like a week, and I realized like, bro, normally the class was like an hour 30 minutes. I think it's 2 periods, so it's like, yeah, like an hour 30, an hour 20 or something like that. And I hated it so much. And then I realized that once I opened my mind to it, and once I'm like, you know what, the reason why I find this class so boring, or I don't enjoy this class, is because I ain't being this way, but because I'm being negative about it. But once I really was like, you know what, let me just be positive about it, let me just try to learn, let me try to give it a chance, the class went by so quick. And that's something that just has to do with everything, not just that. It has to do with relationships. That's why I put, you know, life is what you make it. School, work, relationships, friendships, opportunities, everything is what you make it. And God is going to put you in the situation where you've been praying for this job. He's going to put you in the situation where you can get the job. But now all you have to do is wake up early, dress good, dress nice, dress presentable, go to the interview and do good. God already gave you the opportunity for them to even give you the interview. Now all you have to do is really execute it. And that's something that I learned, that God isn't just gonna give you the thing to your hand. He's not just gonna hand it to you and just tell you like, here. No, like, He's gonna put you in the situation to where you can have it, but now it's up to you to really execute it. It's really up to you. Like, God passes you the ball, now it's up for you to shoot it and make it. You might miss. If you miss, that's okay. God will pass you the ball again. You know, the ball will be passed to you again. It's not, missing a shot is not gonna be the end of the world, you know. And that's something that once you learn that, and once you really start to like appreciate that, you start to realize like, oh, you know, it is true. You start to see it in your life, you know. You ask God for a brand new car, and He presents you with a brand new job, and you're like, oh, you know what, all of a sudden, or maybe not a new job, He presents you with a raise, and you're like, oh, you know what, I can pay my bills, and I pay everything, blah blah, and I can start saving money now. Like, I actually have money for me that I can start saving. And now it's up to you to either save for that car or to go and spend that money. He gave you the raise, now it's up to you. And that's something that yeah, like once you start thinking about life like that, honestly, like, life gets so much better, and it gets so much more, you start to appreciate it more, you start to think more into it, you start to, wherever you are right now, you start to think about it. Like, for example, for me, the car, instead of taking the car as a like, oh, you know what, I have a car, let me go flex on everybody, let me go, you know, stunt other people that said that I could never have this type of car. Though I take it as an opportunity to make YouTube videos, I take it as an opportunity to make TikToks, to show people that everything is possible. I'm 18 years old, that everything is possible with God. Nothing is possible if you're not with God. If you're with God, every single thing in this life is possible. And that's what I learned, and I'm grateful for learning that. And like I said, you know, if you know that God already gave you the opportunity, then take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Execute it. Do it. You know, He passed you the ball. That's, you know, there's times where He makes the shot for you, but there's also going to be times where He passes you the ball. Whatever it is, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. And I know I just yapped about a bunch of different things, but I guess that's really the whole point of these videos. So I think I'm gonna just put the camera back on. Let me change my bloom, actually. I don't want to go put it back in the car. But yeah, it's really nice outside, actually. Like, it still is hot, but it's not like unenjoyable hot. And like you can feel the wind. But honestly, yeah, guys, like, just start being more positive. Start giving your life for God. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It's a beautiful thing to do in life, to just realize that your life and your mood and what you go through, it all depends on God himself. And once you do that, I mean, it's great, it's amazing. So yeah, just do it and you'll be fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this bloom and I'll see y'all back in the car. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back in the car and yeah, I already have the camera on, so let's just keep driving, I guess. And you know, I hope y'all listen to my yap session. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all learn something from me. And that's it. Put it on sport. Honestly, don't know where to go. I guess we'll just drive around for a beat. Where should we go, chat? Let's go this way. I've never been this way. I don't even know what's over here. So I guess we'll find out together, right? And if we get lost, we get lost together. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm not sure. I'm sure I can see me. Thank you for the video. Thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry. I hope y'all listen to whatever I said. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all learned something from it. I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you guys are doing all well. Hope everything is fine. Don't lose faith in God, guys. You know, keep God first always. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. I love all of y'all. Thank you for 100 subscribers again. For every single one of y'all that views my videos, thank you. Even if you just click on it and get out, thank you for giving me the chance. Thank you for everything. I actually like really appreciate it. I really mean it. Thank you. Goodbye.